Just want to wish everybody a happy new year. Hope you guys kept it safe, and hopefully things are gonna start looking forward from this point on for a lot of you, especially for me. I'm planning to look a little forward as far as what will be going on regarding my own personal life and with the band Lyonhart. Now, as of the recording of this video, hopefully we should be able to drop on Monday, January 6th. The reason why I'm making this update because I know it's been a while since I posted an update as far as with the band. I know it's been a long while. We've been doing a lot of other things, as far as in 2023, 2024, I had a little bit of a life change. I now have located out here to Houston, Texas. Um, I came here because for reasons because in California, obviously, my bread and butter suffered. When it comes to Lionheart, I want everybody to know that I've still been able to keep the band on an upward trajectory as far as trying to keep new music out. Ever since moving here to Texas, I have found some fellow musicians who I'm being able to embrace a little bit with, and I'm kind of doing some projects with a little bit. However, I will, as you guys probably caught the announcement, if you guys been following our social medias and stuff like that, unfortunately, Tim ended his partnership with me. Without going into too much detail, let's just say it's been like a Pantera moment. In case you guys don't understand what a Pantera moment means, if you look back into the history of the rock band Pantera and something Dimebag Darrell said, um, where where Pantera was kind of in limbo. Try to make contact with Tim. I've also reached out to other people who can be able to get in touch with him for me, and unfortunately, not been able to get back with me. The way I'm looking at it right now, I'm back to the way things used to be, which was just me and a recording setup. But at the time, I didn't, when back in 2008, 2009 maybe, it's always just been me and a laptop going out there and just slaving it. I do have some new music piled up. It's probably some, I've been dropping some new music. I'm going to continue to drop new music down. Hopefully after this video, I'm going to drop another song. This song that I'm planning to drop is going to be a little bit more different. It's still going to be kind of a bit edgy a little bit based on some of my personal influences musically. I wanted to kind of go that route with it, where I kind of built another song where there's no guitar involved. I've been kind of meaning to go that route for a while. Actually, I got 2 songs in the new material that's been coming up. I just have to work the new material out a little bit more. Yes, I will admit this has been a bit of a setback, but like I said, ever since moving here, there's been some musicians that I've been connecting with. Lyonhart may have a bass player. My friend Freddie, from church, who's a bass player, who's a real good bass player. He's very active in the Houston music scene as a Christian and also as a professional musician. He wants to lay down some bass tracks for the music, for the new music. So far as releasing any MP3s or putting something on streaming platforms, it's gonna be a while because I'm gonna start putting Freddie's playing in there, so that it'll make the band more, as far as sound more live. I have to. I'm also gonna plan to talk to a drummer to kind of help me finish up a couple more songs that I have in the can right now, so that way you can still have all that live feel for everything for this album, at least for the most part, and still be able to get the authentic Lionheart that you guys always come to know and expect. I have been busy doing other things lately, I'll admit. I have started a YouTube channel of my own, which is called at Joe Rojas JNP Multimedia, because I've been promoting a bit of my own music studio, but at the same time doing a little bit of, hopefully be able to get a little bit into video editing and stuff like that, so I can be able to start pushing more of being able to create a business model out of it. Also, I've been working on another YouTube channel that I have. Is called Instrumental Worship Tracks, where if you're a church member, or you say you're a singer, but you don't have no music, you can be able to go to instrumentalworshiptracks.com or Instrumental Worship Tracks on YouTube. You can be able to go there and you can be able to to use some of those tracks which have no vocals in them, so that way you can be able to have singers, or even if you have a guitar player who plays acoustic. So I'm trying to expand my brand as far as to be more working at home now, and just try to get something a little more stable. And but I haven't forgot Lionheart. As of recently, I've been really working hard. I recently wrote a new song, but I'm just gonna have to, like I said, get someone else to play the drums on it. Then there's also another song I'm gonna in the works of writing, because I've been wanting to write a, a song based on scripture, you know. So that's gonna be coming through. Now, also, there's gonna be also again I'm gonna be hitting the road with my, it's a laptop, but this time, instead of lugging around other extra gear like an amp or something like that, now I can be able to accommodate for a lot of other things. So everything I can be able to do at this point. So just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what I'm doing. So as you see, I'm kind of going back to old school, but now with Ableton, and also I have my foot controller. I can be able to do performances. Some of these are right here. The one what's in the red is Tim's playing. He's still part of the legacy of what goes on with Lyonhart. So it's only right to keep him in there. But as you see right here, I got three songs set up, so it's like a 10-minute set. So I still do plan to go back to open mics and stuff like that if I can find any out here in Houston. And also, what's even really cool about this setup is that you see right here, now I got an amp that I can accommodate with. So all I got to do is just pack up a gig bag and go. Or maybe if I connect with some people, I might be able to, or reconnect with certain people, I might be able to maybe hopefully fly out of state, if I can come up with some funds and be able to make it happen. This is a ministry that's been established by the Lord. It wasn't established by me. So for Tim leaving out like this, yeah, it's heartbreaking. I had a struggle with the decision to kind of figure out what I was going to do with him. I gave him ample opportunity to respond, and I just came to the point where I just said, I'll give you a certain amount of time to respond. If you don't, then I'm going to assume that we're done. Like my war partner, we gigged together for over 10, actually for almost going on 12 years, and to see this partnership come to an end, it hurts. It's like one without the other, but it's time to move on. The situation I'm in right now, as far as musicians are concerned, I might just roll with these guys for a while. I might go solo from time to time, but it's not going to stop me from wanting to do what I need to do. I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity and to reach out to anybody, or any drummer, shall I say, any drummer in the Houston area, preferably from North Houston. So if you live in Conroe, you live in Spring, where I live at, you live in the Woodlands, you live in Humble, or Humble, this is spelled. If you live in Humble, you live in you live in Tomball, you live in Champions. If you live or anywhere that's kind of close, or Cypress Wood, all those areas, if you are a drummer, a Christian drummer, someone who loves God, and somebody who's looking for an opportunity to play in a Christian band, one thing I'm going to do is go to this group on Facebook where I'll be throwing the shout outs to, which will be known as Houston Christian Musicians, I believe it is. If not, I'm going to leave a link down in the Google form where you can go. So either it'll be up on January 6th, as this video has been released. I'm going to put it up on January 6th, and I'm going to put a shout out to any drummer that wants to fill in these shoes. one thing I'm gonna give you the requirements. Obviously, you have to be sold out. You show me that at least through some sort of accountability that you are faithful, you love the Lord, and you're and you're dedicated, you're straight in your walk with God. Okay, there's some when it comes to about what about hangups. Well, we can talk about those. Okay, we'll figure out what hangups you have, and we'll determine what would constitute. Okay, well, you're in or you're out. Because I understand we're all sinners. We all fall short. So that's negotiable. Um, but definitely one that has to learn to play to a click track. Um, I'm making no exceptions on this because the way Lyonhart music is that you got to be tight. You got to be tight. You can't, you got, even though you're gonna get a little bit of help with that chaser track, but the way the music, the backing tracks is what makes the music fine. I mean, as far as like guitars, bass, or if Freddie jumps in, as far as guitar, bass, those and vocals, at least like what I do, all that's gonna be live. But some parts of the song are gonna require for one to what they say are gonna require one to be able to play to that stuff, and obviously have your own drum kit, and also be ready to learn how to play to a hybrid if it comes to it. Also, to have your own transportation. So those are the only requirements that I'm having. So if you're a drummer or somebody who's a drummer in the North Houston area, you know, like I said, when I go down that forum, I'm gonna throw a shout out there. Now, if you say, well, I want to kind of talk to you directly, and that's okay. That's fine. You could DM the Lyonhart the Lyonhart Facebook page, or you can send us an email at lionheartmusic@gmail.com. I'm gonna leave the email up a little bit so that way you can see how it's spelled. A lot of people still trying to wrap their heads around the way how I spelled it. Remember, it's just I had this way about sometimes a funky spell. Okay, so just to let you know, this is what it is, and I hope that there'll be some interest in wanting to do this. So until next time, whether it be a video drop or just an announcement of what things going on. But then again, I do plan to build up this video channel as far as for Lyonhart is concerned. So do me a favor, like this, share it to all your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. And again, don't forget to follow Lyonhart. You can see all the socials and where you can see us at. So until next time, peace out.